Why the fuck, bro? Why would you interrupt like that?
We can just clip it.
Imagine Dragons are the shittest band on earth.
The
I don't think they're shit because there are some songs that bang. Monster bangs.
Monster.
Ah.
Okay, my problem is
They are overrated.
I don't care about their
And
ratings.
they aren't a rock band.
That is my problem.
Yeah,
They keep getting nominated for all
If-
these rock awards, and obviously their songs
That does not make
do
any sense.
well because they're pop, and pop stands for popular. Like, Imagine Dragons is like Maroon 5.
Yeah.
They're a pop band. Don't compare them to
Is it
rock
like Maroon 5?
Maroon 5 is also a pop band.
Hmm.
You've heard some of the Imagine Dragons
Listen,
songs,
I'm gonna-
bro.
if-
First things first, and then he says second things second. Those are lyrics of a rock band. Get out.
Have you been reading my blogs?
Yes.
So did you read the first blog?
The one about there was some Post Malone stuff in it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
either way,
I don't remember the
that's not
title.
important. There is a paragraph about this sound in every song in today's world.
Yeah.
You know? Does anyone?
Well,
this
like
this
what
is like
song?
a constant. There's snapping sounds in every, and if you have that in your music, you are not a rock band. Okay, you can't be. You can't be a rock band and go.
Okay.
Thunder.
Okay. Yeah.
It sucks.
I can't disagree
I
with that.
can't- yeah.
Not even one bit.
It's not rock music. I like I don't want to say they're a bad band.
What is that?
I'm just joking, but it's not rock music. And
What is that Imagine Dragon song? I'm on top of the world. Eh? Is that a rock song? You're telling me that's a rock song?
I haven't even heard that song. What song is that?
It's like a country song, bro.
It was on FIFA.
Yeah, I was on FIFA.
Damn.
I'm on top of the world. Eh?
I'll tell you what.
I'm on top
I
of
know
the world,
all the famous ones. I know Radioactive.
Yeah. Okay. Radioactive.
You can
respect.
consider even Believer. I like.
Hmm.
No, that's a new song of theirs. I think
It's still not rock, bro. It's just
it's
something
not rock
weird.
music. Why did you feel like talking?
I don't know, dude. I don't know why I was even thinking about Imagine Dragons. They just, I just wanted to tell people how shit they are. Someone must have talked about it and must have gotten into my subconscious. That doesn't happen to you?
No.
When
not really.
something gets mentioned and
then your mind just starts
at some point
spinning.
in the future, and you're like, fuck, how did that thought get there? And then you try to trace that thought, and then you find it was like, oh, this guy talked about it, that's why I must have gone. Or like if a song gets stuck in your head, you must have like you may be driving in traffic, and then for a second the car next to you brings his window down and you hear the song that's playing for a second. At some time in the future, like in a week or sometime during the same week, if that song gets stuck in your head, it's probably because it's been put there by that car or by that instance.
I kind of lost trail.
But
I remember someone opening a window and music being playing.
Yeah, so
and then kind of lost me. But it's not rock music. Coming back to what's important.
Yaar, I thought I was
You were
smart
trying to
there,
set-
bro. I thought I made a cool observation. Yeah, obviously shit gets stuck in your head because you heard it somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
They are not a rock band. They're just not. The last good rock band that I can remember that's still putting out music.
Can I give you one?
Youngblood. I like Youngblood.
Is he?
It's like punk rock, so
Okay.
it's some sort of
So
rock.
wouldn't Machine Gun Kelly count?
Yeah,
as a
that's a
rock artist?
pop punk rock album.
His new album, which you are obsessed with, is
Everyone likes that album, bro.
It's
a
a
good
good
album.
album.
That
It's a good
song,
album of
Bloody Valentine, was my song of the year. I play the shit out of it. Spotify, my top 5 songs were from that album.
all him.
Yeah. In the lockdown, I listened to him a lot, bro. I was obsessed with his vlogs. And
He's
then
vlogging.
He used to.
Why did he stop?
He's been vlogging since no one knew him. Like when he was just a random kid.
No way.
Yeah,
So
there's a video of him seeing himself on MTV for the first time.
So Machine Gun Kelly is the first YouTube
Vlogger.
rapper. Just think about
Yeah,
it.
he would vlog his shows and he'd show like backs.
So
But YouTube rappers means what makes someone a YouTube rapper?
he started off making
content.
Visual content.
No, but the vlogs were always about him and his
Music.
Music.
Acha, okay.
And
Then
his
it's
shows,
okay. Then
yeah.
he doesn't count.
They're just wild footage from like backstage and shit. And they were a band. They would tour together. Like the tour bus footage when they get girls after shows. All of it. It's too good. It's so real. Like it's just random camera shots. Like there's no much editing. It's very raw.
That would be cool to see. And he stopped uploading completely.
He did one, like the last one he did was like a couple of years ago, I think, from some tour. He was touring when he came to India also last year,
Oh yeah,
but then
just died out.
then COVID and shit happened. I don't know. The tour was stopped. Something happened, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're even talking about this.
Are you gonna watch the fights tomorrow?
Fuck yeah. Obviously.
Some insane
Day
for
after.
everyone.
Day
who-
after.
It's day after.
Yeah, Sunday
For
morning.
everyone who isn't aware of the biggest athlete in combat sports, he's got about
One of the biggest athletes
in the world.
in the world. Top 5?
Yeah. Easy top 5.
Top 5
Does
if you-
anyone pull
top
up
5?
pull numbers like Connor?
Yeah. If I say top 5 athletes, they could possibly be all footballers.
Ronaldo, Messi.
But I'm only counting those two. And then it's LeBron James.
What
Top 5 athletes
no,
right now.
No, but like, what is this list based on?
Fame.
So
and
even
ability to-
Neymar's more popular than James is,
LeBron James, probably.
isn't he?
Like we have to see how many. I don't know how
Neymar's
much.
pretty popular.
I don't know. Well, how top 5 popular athletes.
Connor makes the list.
Does he?
Yeah, there's no one who transcended this sport into what it is.
Top 5 athletes who are still alive.
Yeah.
Current athletes.
Yeah.
Active athlete.
Active athletes in the
Obviously.
world. He makes the list, bro. He's so
McGregor.
he.
What
there's-
other sports are
there are
there
very
where there
few.
are
See, there are
popular?
very few.
Tom Brady. No, he is like top 10.
No, at the NFL is not even like a real
True.
sport. Okay, let's just.
What about Lewis Hamilton? Is he?
Yeah, he might be
in
he
top
might.
5?
He but again, the sport is not as famous as
It's a
football
money-making
is.
sport, though.
That's true.
So it's a rich sport.
It's a
so
rich,
they obviously
rich
make
guy
a lot
sport.
of money.
Tiger Woods might be one.
He was.
Did you
He was
see
when
that
he
shot?
cheated on his wife.
Re-
Yeah, I've seen that shot.
that where he like the no look, he like takes
Yeah,
he putts the ball and then he goes and congratulates his opponent for losing
Yeah.
before it enters the hole.
He's one of those superstars, bro. Like sports superstars.
Yeah.
He knew to put on a show.
Yeah,
Like that's why people know him, and he had
that's why
that
he cheated
scandal.
on his wife.
Yeah, the money got to his head.
Freak. He had he
You're blaming him for cheating on his wife. You think most famous people don't cheat on their
I
wives?
don't know, but
Or they may
it's
be
obviously not a very nice thing about him, is it?
No, obviously not. But
Yes.
I feel like most famous
s-
people cheat on their wives. Or they have multiple partners, or they have arrangements with their wife.
Based on what?
It just seems like it, bro. Like,
Why can't they be happily married?
because these are, like, I'm talking about actors and these super famous people.
Yeah.
Imagine
You can't. You don't think?
imagine being someone super famous and someone super rich, right? And you're married, and you know every time you enter a room, every woman there would do anything to sleep with you. You don't think people would misuse that power at some point?
And I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Hmm.
I'm just saying I'd like to think people are nicer.
That's one way to look at the world. I don't know, bro, but that's not fun
I
to say. This is more fun to say.
I was thinking of like old couples in Bollywood right now, and I thought of Amitabh and Jaya, and then
Wasn't
I
Amitabh
remembered that
banging,
Aishwarya. That's there's a rumor that their child is actually his.
Rumors are there, bro. That's like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, there's
if
a lot
you-
of them that come true.
But they are fun to talk about.
Yeah,
Like
they're
it's
really
fun to
fun to
make
talk about.
generalization. I say, oh,
Yeah.
these famous people, obviously they fuck other people. Because that's what comedy is, I guess. Yeah, so you're talking about the fights too.
yeah, back to the point.
I kind of feel, even Ali was like, what the fuck? Because every time we spoke about it, we're like, oh, obviously Conor is going to win. And
Why
we're like,
obviously?
someone was talking about who Khabib is going to fight after this. I said he's obviously fighting Conor.
Yeah.
And he's like, why do you assume that Conor is going to win for sure?
Huh.
Then everyone just kind of assumes that he's going to like finish him.
So what off of some input I can give you right now is, if you watched Poirier fight, he takes like a minute and a half to like really settle in, and he gets a feel of, he'll like do a lot of circling around the cage, and then now you take this guy once that referee says go, he just wants to like kill you, and that's all he cares about. He's going to come
and he loves doing it early.
And he just that's why he's there. He's there to take your head off, and then he's going to come forward, and he's
that, so just that sells more, obviously.
That's like bar all that. What like the styles matter in this scenario, and he's just he's taken him out once. So he obviously has the power to do it again. And
every time he just pulls something out of the bag, like that no one expects him to do that. And then like the way he beat Cowboy Cerrone with that shoulder,
that was crazy.
Like no one had seen something like that.
I mean, they do it,
but with
not
so much force,
it wasn't
broke
so
his
effective.
Nose
First, it was fucked.
Second,
that was fucked up. That was bad, dude. Donald looked like he'd seen a ghost.
He didn't know what hit him.
He was lost. Those first 4 shots, 4 shots to the shoulder, and he was done.
There was no that after that shoulder shot, it was done. Like his nose just went like that.
He lost his wits about him. He's probably seeing three of him inside.
Yeah, probably. Now I can see something like that happening on Sunday.
So what can happen is there's 2 things. Kenny Florian is a former fighter and a really good analyst. So for anyone who's interested in the sport can check him out. He had a really good take on why Conor said. He said, so for anyone who doesn't know, he predicted like a 60-second conclusion of this. He said, I'm going to like knock him out inside a minute.
Conor said that.
And this guy's like, these are mind games. So he has 2 agendas here. One is either he's going to go forward and then try to take his head off, or what he said comes into play, and then Dustin's like, okay, I've got to like earn my make him respect me a little bit more. He's going to come out fiery, and then Conor, being like a counter striker, is going to take advantage of that. It's such a nice way of thinking. It's such a like a interesting,
giving everyone
at the end of the day, the bookies are favoring Conor for the fight.
No, I love doing that. Like I love thinking of different ways where the underdog can like beat. Even when we're watching football, I'm just like I could be watching fucking Fulham versus United, and I'll be like, yo, if Fulham do this right, they can probably get like past United. Like coming up with situations in which the underdog can do well. That's what makes it so much fun. You like the possibility of an upset is just one of the best things about.
Analyzing stuff is fun, especially if you're interested in whatever you're.
Yeah, well, you're a good person to talk to about this whole fighting.
Yeah,
because you've been a follower of the sport since when?
Since always. Since the start. We didn't have the UFC when it was on Spike TV, wasn't on like Indian cable.
Yeah.
So whenever I used to visit my grandparents on Sundays in the week, he had this very weird set-top box that no one had heard of.
Oh, he could arrange the change the frequency to get channels.
No, nothing. No? It was like some tutty set-top box. This unheard company, and they happened to have some channel that streamed Bellator events before I even knew what UFC was.
Yeah.
Or mixed martial arts was. And these guys are streaming fights with world-class like Eddie Alvarez and Masvidal and Hector Lombard, and these are like top-class fighters that were in this promotion like very recently or still there.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. And
by
then it
watching
just-
Bellator.
Yeah, those fights were insane. It was so raw, and it was like one of those, like, you know, like those underground.
Yeah, and we grew up watching wrestling, bro. So
Yeah,
we
dude,
were
I've-
used to that, and then seeing something like that, it kind of like took me back to wrestling. But I was like, dude, this is like real shit. This is not fake anymore. Like these guys don't have like songs and entrances
Yeah.
and shit. You saw that? Did you see that
I
Undertaker?
was about to. Yeah, it was really interesting, and I really like that they gave so much respect to the schedules.
That and just the whole company, bro.
The career, the guys get shat on. Okay, this
Yeah.
is fake.
Yeah.
You're stomping the ground when you punch someone.
Yeah, I don't mind talking about this properly, about the WWE.
It's a fun. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch. I love it. I loved it, especially the older stuff. I don't watch anything current. But I just went down this rabbit hole a few days back, where I was just rewatching all these old segments.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
This Royal Rumble and all these things. I don't care if
Because
it's not. It's theater.
It
It's
is
like theater.
they are called entertainment.
Yeah, it's sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's a great. It's really good.
If you can look past the, and dude, they
It's
were
fun.
like, when we were young, at least we couldn't tell that it was fake. It looked all
no,
of it.
come on. You know,
When we were super young.
Yeah, no. When we were super young, I think
and we
everyone had
everyone liked to
yeah.
believe that it's real.
And there'd be this one asshole kid that was always like, "Arey, you can't see it's fake."
Yeah, yeah.
And then he'd be like, "Hey, no, it's real."
Yeah.
I actually convinced one of my school friends that Kane met me and gave me his mask in like the second grade.
Everyone had those weird stories about these.
Wrestlers.
Yeah, like conspiracy theories, like Undertaker died and came back.
Well,
to life.
he did die on TV. He got buried.
Yeah.
he got put under tons of mud.
Yeah. So that
On
was
live
it was so
television.
good. Like they would come up with these storylines, and there were
It was
like,
fun. It's a fun thing. It was amazing.
and they would have all these like feuds between these fighters, which would go on for weeks and would end with a championship title.
yeah.
You know, that made it so fun to watch. Like
Who was your favorite?
obviously, if you are from our generation, like John Cena's obviously
Yeah.
he's the guy. He's
No, but did you like him?
yeah, fuck yeah.
Did you like
he
him
stood
after
for
he?
being a good person.
Yeah,
He stood for. He was like
anti-bullying,
the
yeah.
Superman of
Yeah, that's
WWE.
true.
And also there were villains that people would dislike them at the time, like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
At the time, everyone was like, "Who the fuck this guy?"
But he was
Like, he's-
cool.
But he was just such an asshole. He would like make out with people's wives and like
Whose wife did he make? Oh, he made out with Stephanie.
yeah,
Shit.
he'd make out with people's wives.
He DDT'd her and then made out with her
Yeah.
while she was unconscious. And Triple H is like handcuffed to the ring. It was so stupid.
See, why would
It-
no
but
one
it's-
find this entertaining?
It's amazing. I love it.
They
I don't care
portrayed
what
that
anyone
proper
says.
high school bully.
Yeah,
vibe for-
yeah.
And he had those two
Yeah.
sidekicks.
Yeah. And he
Cody.
always, whenever he was like cutting a promo, he'd like look into the camera like this.
He was a viper. He was a snake.
The Viper.
Yeah, they had given him that name.
Damn.
And he had that finishing move where, not the RKO.
The punt kick.
Yeah, that would just put people in the
In
hospital.
the hospital.
Whoever he kicked like that would go to. Like,
He kicked Vince McMahon and he actually kicked him.
yeah, they.
And if I'm not wrong, if Ali can check, Ali's exercising in the background right now.
Yeah, that's
But if
kinda
he, can you just check if Randy got fined for kicking Vince in the head? Because if you watch the video, he actually kicks him. And if you kick someone like that, they'd suffer like a serious.
Yeah.
And that guy's like 90 years old. How old? He's such an old dude.
But all those old people are also jacked,
They're
dude.
so jacked.
The Vince McMahon. He's not even a
jacked
wrestler.
as fuck. He's
He-
the most jacked.
He would
person.
wrestle every once in a while, though.
Yeah.
He'd come out in the Royal Rumble.
He won the Royal Rumble. though.
Randy Orton conquers his boss.
Yeah, see? They
Damn.
find his ass. Good, you can't.
Dude, and like, there are these stories about like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Or how he was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic, bro. And then, like, on the road, when they'd go for these
They were
shows,
all alcoholic.
yeah, they'd just drink like fuckers and do like steroids. To look like that, you can't do that without steroids.
Yeah, that's true. Also, like if you on the podcast, he talks about how one thing is to like they were like a certain size was expected of these guys
Yeah.
because they were meant to be like these superheroes. And the second thing is they were like they'd go through so much pain that they needed something to like
Yeah.
what do you
They
call it,
would be
mask
on
it.
like drugs and stuff.
And alcohol was one of those things.
Yeah.
That's why those drug testing things started coming in.
Yeah, I mean, you should ideally drug test these guys though, but I'm sure the promotion themselves know that a lot of people are on steroids.
No, the steroids are a given. No one's
Yeah.
testing for
Yeah.
steroids. They're
It's-
testing
and
for
it's not-
things like weed and
Oh,
and stuff like
Yeah.
like
because they don't want their performances to be
yeah,
affected.
exactly. And they're on the road like
They are like
300
it's
days
like
in
the
a year.
circus, bro. These people are just.
yeah.
I mean, a
It's
bit
pretty
better
messed
than
up.
that, but like these are refer to them as talents. Like
Yeah. It is.
They're like
it's
commodities.
harsh. It's not a great.
Yeah, it's a tough job, and these people have to do this every week.
Yeah.
Train the whole time, do live shows.
Train,
They're live on
travel,
TV.
Kill your body.
Yeah, and then sometimes things don't go according to plan. They injure each other.
And then they probably get booed by the crowd.
Yeah,
And
the
then-
Undertaker he blew his eye socket because he got clothesline with someone's fist. Because that guy was too gassed to lift his arm, so he just went like this. He couldn't like go like that.
Fuck.
So he just ran into his fist and blew his eye socket out and finished the fight.
Yeah. They're
Wrestled for some 20-30 minutes more.
they're tough though, like
Yeah.
regardless of these steroids or whatever.
Yeah, and they should be given some respect. The steroids are everywhere, bro. You think like Dwayne Johnson isn't on steroids?
He's obviously on steroids.
Like you can't get
He's-
that big.
Forget big, like people get big, but you can't be jacked and ripped at the same time. He's
Yeah.
shredded.
Yeah,
Like he's shredded at how much does he weigh?
I have no idea. How much
300 pounds?
He's a big ass dude.
He weighs more than 150
He's
kilos,
a big
I'm sure.
motherfucker.
He's massive. And there was this
Why is he doing that though?
118 kgs.
Look at that.
fuck.
118 kgs are those like super obese
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Obese, super obese people.
It's not rude at all.
No, like this is that unhealthy. Like
Yeah,
the
okay, yeah, I
stomach
know,
is
I get what
falling
you're
out of
saying.
the chair.
Yeah.
Like they can't move and shit. Those people, they are like 100 kilos, 100 and no.
Imagine having that much. So it's not naturally possible for your body to have so much muscle and
Yeah.
not retain fat. You can't look like The Rock.
And they need to get in those shapes really quick. Like Amir Khan, you're telling me he doesn't do steroids. Like
I don't know. He wasn't so jacked.
But he does such weird like weight gains and weight losses.
Even dude, have you seen that picture of Ali? I'll need you on this one again. That
I don't
Christian
know.
Bale picture. Like 4 different roles, and he just changes his body.
Yeah. He almost died because of
He
that.
went anorexic for like one role.
Yeah.
The mechanic or
Yeah, I know. I heard about that.
Even Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake. Oh, he Southpaw, right?
Yeah, Nightcrawler and Southpaw.
Complete.
And he's so
Yeah.
and he's breathing heavy.
For everyone who doesn't know, Ali's got some elastic bands with him, and he's
doing
some
hot yoga.
workout. Yeah, he's doing. Obviously,
he's wearing
the,
really short shorts and doing hot yoga in front of us. So if we are distracted, blame it on
so
him.
we can just like.
Yeah, dude, these people obviously they have to. It comes with the job. Salman does it, like.
I mean, that's their job, right? To look good.
Yeah, to look convincing, to look
It's
like.
funny
they-
because Salman doesn't look good either way.
But he
but,
has to look
Yeah, I think buff is a
buff
being
for the
buff
roles.
or-
He can't be a fat.
Yeah, he can't be a fat dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he can.
like a fat
Some
cop.
fat people are talented.
No, but then that's not what they're trying to show. They're trying to show that this guy's Superman. He's
Yeah.
perfect in every way. Obviously, there are fat people who are good at their jobs. Maybe at a higher chance of dying from heart disease, but they're still fine. Yeah. So wait, we didn't even conclude our McGregor fight.
Oh, yeah.
Who you think McGregor wins?
I think
Prediction. Tell me what round, how.
I'll favor. If I had to, if I want to put money on it, I'd go McGregor in the first round.
You'd put money on that?
I would.
Why don't you put money?
You wanna
I'll
put
also
money
put some
on it?
money.
Gambling is illegal in this country.
Yeah, but This is for
I'm so
entertainment
sorry to
purposes
all the
only.
viewers.
None of this is real. None of what we're saying is real.
Oh, so we're gonna gamble.
No, I'm sure people by now know that the stuff that I say is not real. Like they're,
You'd hope, right?
yeah, like they're jokes
Yeah.
meant to make you laugh out of love and respect. Yeah, chal. But even I want to go McGregor first round.
Then why do you want to bet? You want to make Ahan bet?
Ahan, do you want to go in with us? What do you think was the outcome? We
Ahan
are
doesn't
all
even know who's fighting.
we're all,
Who's,
we're all
who
in
are- who's
agreement.
competing on? Okay. What's his first name?
No,
Okay.
Ahan's MMA knowledge is
He's
actually
good on-
decent, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we're watching, we usually watch the fights together,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Yo, this guy, he fought this guy last year." He's like, and he knows insider. How do you know so much about MMA?
You started like.
When did you
keeping up
start
with the
watching it?
sport.
I'm watching when I'm in Bangalore. Started watching.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so don't fuck with Ahan. Honest. He probably knows more about MMA than you. There's
Yeah.
so many people who are taking up combat sports now.
Which is cool, which is good, right?
Yeah, like my Instagram, every once in a while I see someone that I'm following has taken
that
up.
started.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Why do you think? What's leading people to?
The sport's getting popular. This happened when we were 12 with football also.
Mhm.
We never played football at school. We didn't play football in the evenings in your colony or.
No,
played-
we used to.
I mean,
my,
like when you were 8. Did
Yeah.
you play? Really?
I started playing football.
There's a few of
before-
us like
yeah,
this.
before school.
Even I like in the even I played when I was 8. But that's besides the point.
Yeah. A lot of people then, like Yugu.
Yeah.
He plays all the time now. He started
Yeah.
playing after 10th grade.
Yeah, exactly. There's just there was this transition from
Fuck you, Yugu. You haven't
okay.
played as long as us.
from cricket to football.
There
I mean, they haven't like abandoned the sport, obviously. But Ahan, put your phone off. There's a celebrity talking here on this major scale
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. This is a network show soon.
I'm sorry, that was rude. He's not an idiot.
Yeah, he's
I mean, he is pretty stupid.
just his mom.
But yeah.
Loser. The
What
sport
was
is
I saying?
getting popular. This happened with
it's gaining a
football.
lot of popularity, and there are a lot of people who run fitness places that think it's a good way of working out. Now the
Yes.
problem with these places, which people who probably are looking at, are not like. Was I like far
No,
away
it's
from the
fine.
mic? Okay.
You are speaking loud enough. So. But
they-
speak into the mic.
Like you don't know how certified most of these trainers are.
Yes.
Because I remember I was in a gym in Mumbai, and this dude was hitting the bag, and he looked like I don't know what. It was just weird. It looked like he was having a
his
tickling
technique
competition
was-
with that
his
guy.
technique was wrong.
It was all off, and then
Like,
he started
who's that
kicking.
guy?
He started kicking the bag really weirdly. He was like an old guy.
Who's that guy who had beef with Joe Rogan? That other TV presenter, that
There was a TV
African American man. There was some controversy.
Oh, Carlos Mencia? Oh no, that's a
No,
comedian.
no.
Who are you talking about?
After the McGregor Cerrone fight,
Oh, Stephen A. Smith.
his boxing.
It looked like he was punching someone in the dick.
Yeah.
Like how do you?
Joe Rogan
can-
kept saying, "Why is he throwing dick punches?"
Can we just if for anyone like,
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
we
play
can
it.
try putting
We'll
the
play
video
it.
in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
It was
So
messed up.
there
That
are
guy
a lot
should
of
not be talking
people.
about the-
There are a lot of people who are MMA trainers or like boxing trainers, and they're just built guys who
know
I
how
don't
to
know, they did karate as a child or something.
Yeah.
They know something, or they've competed even, because competitions don't require you to be
what?
like, they're like, you should be, if it's a MMA competition, anyone, if they
They
fit
just
the
walk
weight
in.
class.
Yeah, because there's no real promotion here. There are a few.
And
There's
there are
like
like scouting
there's like-
fighters. People register themselves, right?
Yeah, and there are a few like LFA and that Tiger Shroff. I forgot what that's called, MFN or something.
Mhm.
And then there's that SFL.
Yeah.
People are probably think I'm just like saying letters now.
sounds like a-
Super Fight League. Sanjay Dutt started that, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Sanjay that started the Super Fight League.
I think so. I think he put money in it, but I'm not sure. either way, I think there are few in India. They're not a lot of recognized.
Yeah.
And
But these people also, they like go and find. Ali, bro, you have made so much noise during this podcast.
why? It's so he's exercising. He's allowed.
Deep breathing into the podcast,
It's
bro.
okay.
They're probably gonna think there's someone
Getting it on.
yeah,
in the background.
He's grunting and shit.
What's weird is Ahan's doing something and he's completely silent.
Yeah, except his phone keeps ringing every
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Tell your mom to shut up, Ahan. I'm sorry, that was rude again.
Ahan's mom is really nice.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so even these promotions, they don't like go and they probably see who wins these like local competitions and they like take them.
Yeah, there are no scouts here.
Yeah.
Because the promotions I mean they may be, but I don't think they're taking a lot of effort into.
Yeah. We're not saying that there aren't good fighters in India. I'm
Oh,
sure
there must be.
are.
There definitely must be. There are. If you want to know some people who are like in these bigger promotions, I can name you some. Have you watched Dangal?
Yeah.
So then one of the daughters of one of Amir Khan's daughter
In the movie.
obviously. If I may be wrong, but Ritu Fogart, Rita Fogart, Ritu Fogart, Ria Fogart,
Okay.
something Fogart, and her first name is with an R. She's I forgot her name. She's what do you call it? She's in one.
Oh,
She's in one. She's on a win streak right now.
Damn, son.
And she's put
do I
her
not
kushti
know about-
skills into play, and she's beaten the shit out of these few Korean ladies, and it's a very Asian dominated
Yeah, I know.
promotion.
That's sick,
but
dude.
it's really cool to see.
It's like the one champion of
That's what I just said,
Yeah.
Ahan. Ahan, if you're not going to listen to us talk now, you don't need to.
This podcast, you're shitting on Ahan, I'm shitting on Ali. Ali works really hard too.
Yeah.
He works out really hard as
Ali's also Ali's studying for an exam.
well. And working out.
He's doing these tricep reps and managing the podcast at the same time.
Yeah. Managing and making sex noises in the background.
Making sex noises. And wearing the tightest pair of shorts I've ever seen.
Yeah. We already discussed that.
Yeah.
Ali's short shorts.
They're tighter. Are they tighter than your those orange ones?
The yoga ones.
I don't know what they are.
What orange
Dude,
ones?
I don't think you should wear those.
Whose
in a
orange
yoga
ones?
class. You have orange. Yeah. They're trunks or?
Yeah. The swimming trunks, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
Sometimes when
when
I run out of things to wear at home, I wear them. I'll never wear them out.
Remember once I wore one of your shorts and we went to the mall.
To put it
so
into-
for nobody who can tell, I'm like 3 feet bigger than him.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, so pretty. You're not 5'8".
I am.
No, he isn't.
I am.
Really?
I've measured, yeah. I have a hunch, bro.
Even I have a hunch.
So, yeah. Imagine how tall you would be without a hunch.
No, I'd be 6'2" only, I think. No, either way, I wear a pair of Amin's. They weren't even like regular casual shorts.
They were just like home
They were like
shorts.
home sporty wear.
Why did you
kind
wear
of-
them, though?
Because I had spent the night at your place. We were playing FIFA or
Don't
something.
say that like that.
Oh, sorry.
Say we had
That sounded wrong, or?
we had
We had a sleepover. Is that the right term?
What's the cool word for?
someone you knew at Chennai, remember?
Yeah, but what's the cool word for a sleepover?
Night out.
We had a night out.
We had a scene at Amin's house. Yeah, that's how the cool kids say it. We had a scenes at Amin's house, and then I ended up staying. Yeah, and then we went to the mall. You wore my
and
short
then
shorts.
I wore what do you call it? I wore something I should
Yeah.
not have been wearing. And then I was roaming the mall looking
Your
like a
thighs
stupid
were
idiot.
exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's not something that people.
and you have long legs, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of thighs, a lot of legs on display.
Either way, I just went to the mall actually
Yeah.
recently, and I bought the most expensive. Like I don't like spending so much money.
Before that, can we talk about what happened at the mall when you wore the short shorts?
Yeah, go.
So we're at the mall, and then it's me, Krishna, and Ahan was sitting here, And then I don't know why we were there, but we were looking for something. And
We were
then
looking for something for you, some clothes.
yeah, and you know when you look like shit, you're obviously going to run into someone that you know. And then this girl, who, according to Krishna, has gotten really hot since school got over.
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, because she was. No,
I never said that.
you didn't think so?
Something, yeah.
We saw
But
you.
how would you know how she looked in
Because
school?
you said ki, and I remember you saying in school,
Nahi.
like she was. Yeah,
Nay, this never happened.
it's happened, bro. Because
No,
I saw
I
her, I
didn't.
was like, what the fuck? How have you not told me about this woman?
Why would I?
Guys talk about like if
Yeah,
they
no,
say.
but like we. Either way, I didn't say that.
Yeah, so you ran into this girl who got hot since high school, and you looked like.
Not high school. We were in a school. What do you call it? Like in
Yeah.
you'll have to bleep that out properly. Like
In
in our
bleep school.
first till 10th school,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then it was just very. First of all, I hate small talk. Okay, it's a pain in the
You only do
ass.
big talk.
I actually had a job interview like today. And then they were like talking to me and they're like, are you some sort of an introvert? Or, I don't know why. We were just joking around
Yeah.
at this point because we had a good conversation. And I said, I mean, you could say that, but like I like the conversation to have some purpose. I don't want to do hi, hello. Like, you know how these aunties come and they'll be like, oh, I saw you when you were
You're talking,
so
but you're
small.
not saying anything.
What do you mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Like, that sounds very obnoxious of me, but
But there's a reason they do that. Like, at least what you said about aunties saying, they're not doing that to. They're doing that to show your parents that I'm nice to your child.
What if my parents aren't there?
Oh, then they're just.
You go home and say, oh, auntie was talking to
Oh
me.
yeah.
Yeah, they.
Damn,
I mean,
Ali, dude, the multitasker.
yeah, bro. I feel like that's why people are just nice to others' kids. At least in like amongst. No, that's a shitty thing to say. But like some people like kids. I see a kid on the street, and I'm gonna like wave at it and shit.
I don't like it.
You really love kids.
Huh? I don't.
It.
If it's a baby, you call them it.
Oh, are you one of those people that says babies?
No.
You know that's becoming a thing.
Babies?
I think it is.
Baby what?
Babies. So,
Baby what? The baby either a boy or a girl.
Yeah. So some of the parents don't want to claim their child to be a certain gender until they're old enough to claim a gender for themselves, which is
Okay, this is
whatever.
a touchy subject, so I don't think I should joke about it.
I'm not. I'm just.
No,
like,
I'm saying
talk.
I'm going to talk about it, but I should not.
Why
joke.
not? I mean, okay. Like I understand why you. But either way, like,
I don't want to joke about babies. They have no way to come back. They probably don't understand. It's not a fair fight. You can't be roasting a baby.
what if the baby's stupid?
Babies are stupid.
What would you do if your baby was stupid? Like if your child was stupid?
How can babies be stupid? All babies are
I'd
stupid.
blame myself.
Stupid as in what? Like
You know, some kids are like really smart. Imagine if your kid was like really dumb.
like book smart or like just
Genetically dumb. Like nothing wrong with it.
like slow,
Or her.
like dyslexic,
No.
just slow,
Yeah.
or like lack of common sense.
Yeah. But it's just all around dumb.
But how do you
Wrong with being
what call? First of all, it's a baby, right? So like,
No,
how do
he's
we?
talking about a child.
How old are we
8,
talking?
9, 10.
Oh, okay. And then he's dyslexic. You're saying,
No,
First,
no.
Not he.
or
They.
the baby is
They.
Not
The
he or
baby.
she.
the baby is.
Just slow. Not too smart. Just kind of dumb.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's okay, bro.
I was a
What would you do?
Not the sharpest tool
I-
in the shed.
I'd accept him. You know.
You keep saying him.
Or her, whatever, man. I just for some reason, whenever if some I don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, I
We
don't
always
see a
say
world
he.
where any of us has children. Like not because I think the world will end or something. I just feel like we aren't people who are gonna probably. You might.
I already have. I wanted to say it on the podcast. I wanted to do a reveal. Yeah, I have a baby.
The Devi.
I'm not. I'm a very progressive parent.
Yeah, okay.
No. Okay. So you don't see a world where we have babies, and even if we did, they wouldn't be dumb.
No, I don't know. I think I'm pretty stupid, to be honest.
Even I think so.
Do you think I'm stupid or you think you're stupid?
I think you're stupid.
Yeah, that does make sense.
So yeah, these what would we do? I would just like try to make him smarter, get him extra help, and try to teach him things.
But like what? Would you put him through regular schooling? That's something I'd like to talk about. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Ali?
it depends on how dumb he actually is.
So do you think that would be because of his schooling, or do you think it's because of your
Mental illness
genes?
dumb, then? Whatever it is, I mean, how would it be because of my
No,
genes?
like forget this dumb thing. This is stupid. Like
It's dumb or stupid?
Let's say you have a child. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Like whether there's something wrong with it. I said it this time.
Yeah.
There's
You're
nothing.
supposed to say it for babies,
Oh,
unless
okay.
you know the sex.
Okay. So unless the child is, regardless of how stupid it is, or if it's not stupid at all, would you consider putting it through regular school, like day boarding school, like we went to?
Yeah, I mean, if he's not causing problems and he's like not a risk to others or himself because of how stupid he is.
Why are you going back to the stupid conversation?
You
is
only
over.
said if.
No, it's over.
Oh,
This is
just
a
putting
new-
your kids through.
Yeah, do you want to put your
My
kid
bad,
in school?
my bad.
Amin's obsessed with this child being a
You
dumbass.
said it's stupid before you
No, I
started your
didn't.
sentence. So
I
just,
said just
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That's so tricky. Like, because homeschooling has its own perks, and I know I can, but it depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I'm not able to homeschool my own kid, I'm gonna call some random ass teacher who may turn out to be a pedo or some shit. I don't know. I would try. I turned out out of a proper normal school. So
Did you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing good for myself.
Yeah, that's true. I'm proud.
I have so at least I know I have social skills. I have arithmetics. Like social, I know how to talk to people. I know how to get stuff done.
Right.
That is one of the things that a person needs to
You're
know.
a street smart guy. You're a dabbler.
No, I've just done a lot of stuff, so I know I have experience in a bunch of like stuff because my parents always exposed me even before, like it could be anything as small as going and ordering your own food at McDonald's when I'm like 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Right?
you're
So
a level guy.
yeah, so just they're like, you should know how to talk for yourself. Maybe not 7, maybe like 8, 9.
That's the same.
Yeah, a lot of parents like would try to always like shield their kids from the world, not exposing them, or they're super protective. That usually leads to kids being awkward, socially awkward, or just not knowing how to react in a lot of situations because they haven't been. So that's why school helps with a lot of that, is what I'm trying to say. Just learning how to talk to people. Learning how to respect authority. It's not always a bad thing to teach kids. It's kind of bad because that's what schools are. They're these factories where they just pump
Just
out.
churning out some people who they'd wish were sheep.
Yeah, medium wage jobs, just
Yeah.
getting
It's
by.
a business, dude. That's what I think.
It is for sure, but I'm saying I'm looking at the perks of whatever.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like
It's just an interesting thing to talk about because like new age parents, they're I don't want to say they rule out school, but they don't they're not as keen on like conventional जाके ये पढ़ के वापस आने का वगैरह.
Yeah,
And then a lot of things you learn in like now we know that there's so much that you don't learn for certain reasons, whether they're cultural or political or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like so many aspects of things that we aren't taught.
But we could be teaching them
what we
those
should
things at
be.
home.
Yeah.
Other than like they should go to school for the social skills and for
Do you
making friends even.
Like when was the last time you used the Pythagoras theorem?
I mean, I didn't.
Do you know how to do your taxes?
Exactly. And that is obviously the sole
Yeah.
reason that these
Oh,
parents
shit,
are not
sorry.
putting their kids into school is because they don't
Yeah.
agree with the education system,
Yeah.
right? But there are important things that you
To
learn in school.
learn. Yeah, that
So
does make sense.
I think the ideal situation for me would be I would send them to school where they learned everything that we learned, or
Mhm.
whatever they're teaching kids in school these days. At the same time, making sure that at home,
They'd be educated enough to
educated
understand the other
and
aspects.
yeah, just teach your kids how to deal with nuances.
Mhm.
That's one of the things. Like, don't have super strong opinions. I feel like if you teach kids that, like, don't be married to your own
Yeah.
thoughts and
Because-
opinions.
Yeah. I'm in this mental space where I hated school. Like I didn't like anything
Mhm.
about it, and there's very few fond things that something of course you have memories and stuff, but like
And your friends that you have.
yeah, and yeah, people that are really good friends of
Yeah.
mine, and those things are there. Socializing with people and getting to know people is something else. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about the institution of school and dealing with certain kinds of teachers, and
A lot of people have bad memories from school, but then I don't know why I'm so optimistic today, but I'm like, those bad experiences in school also, no matter how traumatizing they may have been for people at some point in their life, it kind of teach you how to deal with like these unfavorable, like unpleasant people. No,
That's it.
I don't know, to some, at least you're exposed to it.
I think
I'm trying to-
I feel like you're too young to analyze things like that.
Hmm.
There's so many people who are introverted till they're 30.
True, but I'm not talking about like super young kids right now. I'm
No.
talking about like maybe when we were in 8th, 9th.
8th grade. Yeah.
At that point, we were like
Mhm.
developing into
Yeah.
adults slowly. Like that, you're going through puberty then,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. I feel like there are some merits to like unpleasant situations and unpleasant people. Was you're exposed to them early and you know what to do with them when you meet them. But obviously, yeah, for some people it just leaves long-lasting trauma that affects their adult life also.
Yeah, a lot. That happens quite a bit actually.
There are two ways, like, or just getting bullied in school,
Yeah, bullying is bad. I don't like bullying.
No one likes bullying. There's a different.
What do you think about anti-bullying campaigns?
I feel like they just make people want to bully each other more.
Wouldn't you? I feel like you. Yeah, no. Also,
You're
I feel
teaching
like-
people how to bully.
How do you teach people? No,
No,
they're not
they
bullying.
always have a scene where some kid is getting bullied. Someone
Okay,
sees
yeah,
that
like-
and they're like, there's always one asshole
so
kid
yeah,
who'll
it
be
might
like, I'm
work.
gonna do that.
Like there might be like a reaction to like a negative response to like this. Also, I feel like instead of anti-bullying, like I don't feel like bullying is ever gonna die. Right? There's always one asshole kid who's going to be like, hey, you look like an idiot. Or, there's going to be like one dude who's just so, like just one
Yeah.
guy who's full of himself, and the one person who's not tough
insecure.
enough to take it. And so like if I was going to run like a anti-bullying campaign, it wouldn't be it would be like a empowerment campaign. Like make sure people are capable enough to deal with those kinds of situations. This anti-bullying does nothing. We still hear things like, especially through the world of social media,
Yeah, all this bad news.
there's
comes
so
out.
much crap that people
But then
impose on others.
So with bullying, it's like even the kids who are bullies, there's a reason they are bullies. It's because they've gone through some shit that's turned them into. No one is born a bully.
Sometimes I don't know if that's the case always.
Most times there is like that kid. He's probably a bully in school. You find out about his parents and they like probably beat him up, and or
maybe.
his parents fight, or he's insecure about I don't know what.
or he's just a chichora. There's all kinds of possibilities.
So then that just takes it back to parenting. If you do a decent job at being a parent, then
It's another such a
it's a tough job. and
like vast conversation
Yeah.
to have.
it's
Like,
a tough job, and no one knows how to do it
Yeah.
properly. Most people don't know how to be.
I don't think there is a proper way.
Exactly.
You just try your best, and then things either work out well or they don't.
Yeah, because it's
Like we can classify who a bad parent is. I don't know if we can classify who a good parent is. Like based on what? There's so many realms of.
yeah, and then
What's the parent's job?
how much love
Yeah.
are they supposed to give the kids? You give too
Yeah.
much love,
You
it
can't
goes
pamper
wrong.
your kid, then you
If it-
turn out like me.
if you give two less love, then they may be some like it's such a tough job to do.
Yeah.
I feel like for whoever who turns out normal, and normal is a very wide subjective term, but someone who is, you can say someone who's a good person, and
What?
that's also again subjective.
Dude, this is so depthful.
It
Is
just
that a word?
deep.
Yeah.
I think is the word.
Yeah. So deep, depthful. I'm trying to talk like I'm some
Professor
Ben Shapiro type character.
Ben Shapiro, this slow. Ben Shapiro is like, his speed is so fast.
What?
His talking speed.
Oh yeah. And
It's
his
like-
accent is so weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about
Yeah, for sure. That's not what I'm saying.
gender dysphoria.
We get it, bro. We get it. You're
Stop.
right wing. We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Relax.
God.
You
Facts don't care about your feelings. So
For sure. If I was running for sure, that's what I would have done. But that's not what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm fully aware. And he always looks down with his topi.
He's a nut job.
Love him though. He's such a fun person to listen to. Like the way he owns people at these very super SJW kids.
One thing I will give him credit for is that he knows how to have a really good argument.
Yeah.
And there's nothing personal about the argument. He's very
he
objective.
only attacks everything you've said and the facts that you've mentioned.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like, first of all, that's not true.
yeah.
Secondly, even if it was true, this is how it would be. Like this one kid, I don't know why he thought it would be a good idea to start his argument by saying, full disclosure, I'm a communist.
Oh, this is that pencil.
No, I'm a socialist.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm a socialist. He said that. I knew Ben Shapiro is going to
crap on
tear him a new one.
He's the guy who gave him the pencil idea, right?
Yeah. I've never seen something so brutal in an argument.
Yeah.
But that's one way of doing it. Like if you just know your shit so well that no one can disprove anything that you're saying.
Or even they don't even need to disprove. They if it's hard for them to even combat what you're saying, you're not going to take them seriously.
Yeah. Even that, but that guy is a bit too much.
Yeah, he gets annoying.
Not Ben Shapiro, the other.
Oh, the Dhapan.
No, Crowder, Steven Crowder, the guy who
He's okay.
They changed my mind guy.
Yeah, why do you have a problem with Steven Crowder?
He is more like in your face, and he'll
try to put you down.
Yeah. He'll attack you on stuff that you don't know, and he'll post those videos specifically.
Okay, I haven't seen this side of him, but whatever.
He's kind of a troll as well.
That's why.
Yeah, like he keeps he'll talk about Michelle Obama being a man just to fuck with the.
There was a rumor.
I love that conspiracy. It's so good. These are the conspiracies that people should be
talking about.
Yeah, Michelle Obama being a man. Because it's fun, it's like stupid.
What do you
but
think
is
about
it?
I mean,
is he a man?
Know, man. I really.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It does matter.
Have you heard?
She's not the first lady then.
Oh yeah, that's such a good one. This is such a stand-up bit.
She's the.
Use this. Write
she's
this
the
down.
first dude. What do you call first man?
She's the first.
I think it's called first gentleman.
First lady man.
I guess we'll never know though. Cause that was kind of bad. What? Oh, you think there'll be a woman president soon?
What?
You think there'll be a woman president?
No.
Why not?
Right now.
Yeah.
There's a woman vice president.
Because who's gonna be?
AOC.
Tulsi Gabbard.
AOC.
I mean, not that I love her.
Alexandria.
About her, but
Ocasio.
Also, there's a possibility of there's this new thing of these celebrities. Basically, if you want to be the
Cortez.
president of America, what?
God, I realized I didn't finish her name.
Okay. There's this, I don't know if it's a trend, but Arnold Schwarzenegger was the first person to do it. He made it known that if I have enough money
And enough
in my
fame,
bank account,
and if people like me
and
enough,
if people like me enough, I can rule the world. And then he became, what do you call it, governor of the state of
California.
Arizona. Is it California? Or
Yes,
is it Arizona?
California.
It's some stupid state.
100% computer G lock kiya jaye. It's California.
Okay, cool. So then you could have tapped this and the color would have changed.
Ping.
Did the color not change? There we go.
You just touch the butthole.
The butthole.
See? Cool, right? Okay.
Okay, what are we talking about? Yeah, then now Kanye got into the news.
Yeah.
Because he said, I'm going to run for president. And then now The Rock is apparently going to be running for president.
See, Rock, I can see. Kanye, not a lot of people like, so he's just always...
How many people love Trump, dude? No one loved Trump.
People used to love Trump, bro.
No, but those are
before.
people who hate the other guys. I don't think
Yeah.
they really loved him.
Yeah, but Trump was cool, bro. Before, like, he'd be in rap music videos and shit. He was in Home Alone.
Which rap music video?
He's been in a few hip hop videos because he was like Snoop Dogg would have a video with him. Yeah, because he was just this dude who was like super wealthy,
Oh, yeah.
and
This
he
is
was like
dude-
a pop culture reference.
He probably got into that market because of his show, The Apprentice, which was
Yeah,
like a
kind of like being on
rating-
Shark Tank right
Yeah.
now. Everyone knows people
It
on
was like
Shark Tank.
it did well also. That
Yeah.
show was a big deal.
And then he was very involved in pop culture with like WWE. He bought it for a while.
Yeah,
It became Trump's Raw, and he was
And
the
they-
general
yeah,
manager.
and they shaved Vince's head
Yeah,
in the fucking. I know
Yeah.
WWE is weird.
yeah. So he was this guy, and everyone was like, you know what? It would be super funny if he was the president. And a lot of people voted just because, like, it would be a joke if I said
Yeah.
I voted for Trump because there's no way he's winning, and enough people did that. And he was the president of the United States for 4 years.
Obviously, like, how many votes do you think that got him?
What? 2 votes?
Even I thought
Just
it'd be a
people
lower
thinking
number. That
it was
this is
funny.
going to be funny, so let me send him a vote.
At that point, it was like we have to choose between Clinton and Trump.
People
everyone-
voted for Harambe.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just it was a very
You don't remember
it was
that?
a very happy time in people's lives. What year was that? It was
13, 14?
2016.
16.
24 years. 2016 was a really good year. Even we were like chilling. It was a good time, right? Everyone was super chirpy and happy. Everyone was making memes. So, and the elections just happened to be that year, and everyone was like, fuck it. Like, it's not that important anyway.
Yeah.
Trump showed how important it is to know who your president is, who your governor is, because it realized how much control the president has over people's day-to-day lives. And they were like, fuck, this guy is like fucking us over. We have to just actually think who we are voting for. Yeah. People have talked about politics in these 4 years
There is
more
one.
than ever.
This saying something scandalous and then going and disappearing is like a tactic of his, though.
Yeah.
Like that is to keep his. I don't know what the motive of these kind of experiments are, but this I do know for sure that.
But they work.
Yeah, they like he did, but work in what sense?
1 minute to what? Okay.
Oh damn, it's been on for an hour.
Yeah, bro, this conversation is kind of going places. Okay, let's finish this topic, then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, who gets to decide who runs the places is the people, and people, they look at ads and stuff and vote for the candidates. The candidates they don't need to have qualifications, like they don't need to have a degree even
Yeah.
to run for whatever. So
Yeah.
we're not picking the most ideal candidates and making them run against each other. Like obviously you're telling me Joe Biden and Trump are the two most suitable people to run the United States of America.
I get what you're saying.
No, it's just who's more popular,
yeah,
who has a chance of winning.
Who wins the people over?
Yeah.
Maybe that.
So that people aren't deciding who's the best person to run. So politics that way is very flawed in its whole
Yeah.
system.
In the polling system, in the voting system.
Yeah. In the system which chooses who
Chooses who
runs
runs what.
Yeah. And you've seen that more than ever now with in our country, other countries.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't know a lot about many countries, like African countries. There's a lot of shit that goes down there.
Yeah.
In Uganda and like fucking Zimbabwe and shit. And it's all the same system. Yeah. Let's wrap this
Yeah.
podcast up.
We didn't talk about each other at all.
It's fine. We just talked
isn't
about
that like crazy?
relevant topics.
Yeah.
You're going to be
I
back
wasn't-
on this podcast very
Yeah,
soon.
very soon.
Because I'm trying to
like-
I'm gonna tell people I'm going to get a group of recurring guests that keep
Nice.
coming on the show.
That's great. You should have all. We should try having all of us in one.
It'll just be too chaotic. I feel maybe we
Really?
can do
We don't have the infrastructure.
yeah.
Oh, we don't have the info.
Maybe we can
Okay.
do 3 people.
So then we can
We'll
like,
experiment.
Yeah, let's see. We can try
Yeah.
doing some
So
stuff like
where can people find you?
that. I wasn't. I'm not a celebrity of
Yeah, but
of
you put
any
out
sorts.
contact.
We will be working on
Yeah.
some things
And you have a music blog.
in the future. We're going to be putting out some cool. Working on some cool things. So like maybe we could. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
in the
we'll
next
plug it when we have to.
one. And
So what's your Instagram?
it's not important.
It's Wolverishna, WOLVE.
Like what you're
I
not
don't
gaining
know.
anything.
I don't know how to.
Whatever.
When people start following you,
do
you'll see.
read. We can put my blog in. I started a music blog recently.
I'll
So
put
if
it in the
anyone,
description.
yeah, I've only uploaded 2, and then now because I've been unemployed, I've been my application stuff has been, it's taken a lot of effort and time. But we'll put that in the bottom.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, share this
Share
with your
and-
video,
yeah.
send it to your other
All of that.
friends, and yeah,
Share this with your video.
share this video with your other friends.
Yeah,
So that-
sh-
share the
it with your
podcast.
friends.
Yeah. The fuck, Ali? Today you're.
Share with video.
Yeah, you
You've-
can't share it with video.
This whole podcast has been about you, bro. You found a way to make this about yourself. What the fuck?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun.